So it was a very personal journey for me. And once I kind of figured out that there was a method, I became very addicted with that process. And I found that it was much more than that, because in doing that, it unlocked a lot of the anxiety that I felt in myself as a kid. It gave me a lot more
Hmm.
confidence. And I played sports all my life. I was relatively confident, I guess, in that regard, because I knew that if you worked hard, you could achieve certain goals. But with jujitsu, it being such a one-on-one type of thing, journey, and this kind of roller coaster ride of finding out direct answers to different problems that you experience on the mat. It was both physical, it was mental, it was spiritual, it was everything together, and it was fascinating to me. And I felt like it's helped me become, I guess, a better person, a more real person, and it's helped me to become a stronger person. So I there's not many things that I encounter in my life that I can't relate back to my lessons on the mat. And it's a very humble lifestyle, but it's a very important one that has helped me tremendously in all facets of my life.
Because you think about the number of people who you've inspired to take up training, who love to listen to your play by plays, and like there's nothing. I could hardly find a bad word about you written anywhere. And I love that approach. It's like you got into it because you're like me. You've got anxiety, you deal with it, and I struggle with that. And just now, I'm a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and I still think, what the hell am I doing here? Like, when you're getting pummeled into a corner and stuff.
Yes.
Because you named one of your gyms. I'm gonna make an awful pronunciation. Marquez.
Oh, Meraki. Yeah, I used to be a part of
Marquez.
Meraki. I'm not anymore,
Yeah.
but yes. Yeah. Yep.
Mhm. And you were saying that was like a piece of yourself was into the sport. It was you left a piece of yourself into the work. You seem to have that kind of life philosophy. Do you think you're always putting a piece of yourself into whatever you're doing, like your commentary, your play by play, etc.
I think for the things that you care about, I think you need
Mm.
to. And in that place, you make yourself a little bit more vulnerable. But I've found that I learn best when I fall on my face. The answers become more apparent, and um, you know, I think a lot of times we run away from failure. We are so
Mm.
scared of failure, and actually, in running away from failure, we actually run away further from success as well. And we live in this kind of medium zone where we become very average, because that's the safe place to be. And I think that's a very dangerous thing in a lot of ways, because how can we elevate? Um, our lives? How can we elevate our communities? How can we elevate the world if everyone is just trying to be average? And I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned from exceptional individuals. I try to learn as much as I can from exceptional individuals, and
Mm.
see where I need to fill in those gaps, and what can I do to achieve some of what they achieved, or how to get there. And it's extremely important to surround yourselves around positive people and people that are doing good and important things at a high level, because there's so many lessons to be learned. Um, I guess what I'm getting at is we also don't do this alone. And we also need to understand that nothing great gets achieved by doing easy things. It is the
Mm.
practice and execution of hard things that allows us to grow and get better. And in that process, falling down and failing is inevitable. But what those things are doing, and they're pointing us in the right direction. It's like, okay, well, you made a mistake. Why did that mistake happen? Was that you? Was
Mm.
that them?